Best lawyer for landlord-tenant dispute in Dubai. Rental disagreements are more common in Dubai than many people realize. With thousands of new tenancy agreements signed each year, most go smoothly, but issues still arise at the time of the lease. A landlord may increase rent without prior informing the tenant, and the landlord may face delayed rent payments or issues with damage to the property. Other common issues include eviction notices, maintenance responsibilities, or getting the security deposit back at the end of the lease. If these problems get worse, it often helps to talk to a landlord-tenant lawyer in Dubai. A lawyer can look over the tenancy agreement, review the communication between both sides, and explain how UAE tenancy laws apply to your case. For many residents, especially expatriates, the legal process can be confusing. Learning the basics of tenancy law is the first step. The legal framework governing tenancy in Dubai. Landlord and tenant relationships in Dubai are primarily subject to Law No. 26 of 2007, later amended by Law No. 33 of 2008. Legal responsibilities of both the landlord and the tenants during the tenancy period are mentioned and explained under this law. The legislation addresses several key issues, including procedures for raising the rent, rules for giving an eviction notice, how to renew a tenancy agreement, maintenance responsibilities, responsibilities for the security deposit. If a dispute comes up and the parties cannot settle it on their own, the case can be taken to the Rental Disputes Settlement Center, RDC. This tribunal is part of the Dubai Land Department and handles tenancy disputes. The RDC process often takes less time than going to court. However, you still need to have the correct documents and follow the required legal steps. Having an experienced landlord-tenant lawyer in Dubai can really help here. Situations that commonly lead to tenancy disputes. Many tenancy disputes in the UAE start with everyday situations. A small disagreement can quickly turn into a formal dispute if the landlord and tenant see the contract differently. Some of the most common disputes include eviction notices. Eviction is allowed in some cases, but there are strict rules. For example, if a landlord wants to evict for personal use or to sell the property, they usually need to give 12 months written notice through a notary public or by registered mail. Rent increase disputes. Dubai's rental rules set limits on when and how rent can go up. Most of the time, landlords have to give at least 90 days notice before renewing the lease. Unpaid rent. If rent is not paid, landlords can start legal action through the RDC after giving the right notice. Security deposit disagreements. Disagreements often happen when tenants move out and money is taken from their deposit. Responsibilities regarding repairs and maintenance. Often arguments arise between landlords and tenants over who bears the expenses for repairs, especially if these details are not mentioned in the tenancy agreements. A landlord-tenant lawyer in Dubai can help when such issues arise, leading to a solution or guidance according to UAE law. Why many people seek legal advice. Early. Landlords and tenants can represent themselves at the Rental Disputes Settlement Center, but many people prefer to talk to a lawyer before starting. Usually, legal advice starts with a simple review of documents. These might include the tenancy contract, a JARI registration certificate, payment records, emails or written communication between the parties, and eviction notices or rent increase notices. These documents often reveal where the issue began. For instance, a rent increase wasn't included to the correct notice period, or eviction notice may not have followed the proper legal process. Lawyers who handle property disputes often see the same issues. Many conflicts happen just because one side is not sure about the legal rules in Dubai's tenancy law. In tenancy disputes in the UAE, lawyers like Mrs. Awatif Al-Khoury, who have experience with civil and commercial cases in the UAE, Usually start by reviewing the tenancy agreement and related documents. Often, once everyone understands the legal position, both sides can settle without a long court process. Formal proceedings at the Rental Dispute Settlement Center may be needed if negotiations between parties do not work out. Filing a case. Before the Rental Dispute Settlement Center, either side can file a claim with the RDC if a tenancy dispute cannot be settled by negotiations. Here are a few simple steps to follow. 1. Preparing the tenancy contract and Ijari certificate. 2. Submitting identification documents and supporting evidence. 3. Filing the case through the RDC system or through the Dubai REST application. 4. Paying the required filing fee. 5. Attending hearings scheduled by the tribunal. The RDC makes a decision, and these decisions are legally binding and can be enforced by the authorities. Practical steps that help avoid tenancy disputes. While there are legal solutions, it is always better to prevent disputes. Taking a few simple steps can make a big difference. Ensure the tenancy contract is properly registered with Ijari. Keep written records of important communication. Follow the correct legal procedure when issuing rent increases or eviction notices. Address maintenance concerns early and document them in writing. Seek legal advice before taking major legal action. Conclusion: Dubai's rental market is always changing, and disagreements between landlords and tenants can still happen even with clear contracts and rules. Knowing how tenancy law works in the UAE helps both sides protect their rights and avoid conflict. If a dispute does happen, talking to a landlord-tenant lawyer in Dubai can make your legal options clear. Experienced lawyers, like Mrs. Awatif Al-Khoury, often help clients by reviewing tenancy agreements, settling disputes through negotiation, and representing them at the Rental Dispute Settlement Center if needed. Getting legal advice early often leads to a quicker and more practical solution for both landlords and tenants. Like, subscribe, and get expert legal clarity only from Awatif Mohammad Shoqi Advocates and Legal Consultants.